Today we're going to take a look at the top 3 Arena 12 decks in Clash Royale for November 2021 because this has been one of my most highly requested videos in a very long time. A lot of you guys want some new decks. So we're going to give you guys some Arena 12 decks today, and I also want to mention that coming soon we have Arena 14 decks and Arena 13 decks for all of you guys stuck in those arenas as well. So stay tuned to the channel by subscribing if you want to see more future decks, and we're going to be obviously doing more videos every single day, so subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Wasting no time, we're getting right into deck number 1 here. It is the Valkyrie Hog Rider Quake deck with the Electro Wizard and Tesla. Now you might be thinking, Diddy, I don't have Electro Wizard. You have a lot of options in terms of substituting cards for Electro Wizard. If you don't have them, you can use a Rocket, Royal Delivery, or Arrows. That can all do the job. And then the Mega Minion defensively with the Tesla is an incredibly strong combo. We are loading up for our first match today. Let's see what's going on, guys. Are we going to be able to find a match? Hopefully, here we are. That is what we like to see. Frankinator, what a sick name. Let's go ahead, hit him with the good luck. And honestly, guys, we're going to go with a Hog Rider. I do want to just quickly say, though, thank you so much for the support lately. It's been unreal. We see a Flying Machine and a Goblin Brawler. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Let's go ahead. Honestly, let's just go with some Skeletons, and then we will be able to Valkyrie this to distract the Flying Machine and to absolutely crush through this Goblin Brawler. So the Flying Machine will go down here. The Goblin Brawler gets a couple hits, and overall, that's not too bad. We're basically just figuring out his deck. We see the Royal Hogs come in. Let's go ahead and get a really nice snowball down. Boy, that is satisfying, guys. Hitting all of those piggies with that snowball just makes you feel good. Let's go ahead and go in here with a Mega Minion, with the Valkyrie, with the Hog Rider. He's got a bunch of defensive answers, but of course our Tesla will also be able to help out. So you can see here, this deck has quite a few answers. In terms of our Hog Rider, guys, we're going to not really want to send the Hog Rider as much with our Valkyrie, but we want to send the Hog Rider with the Earthquake, guys. The Earthquake will assist the Hog Rider in taking down that building, so then the Hog Rider can get onto that tower. Now, if he does have Tornado, this is going to be a very tough matchup, but I don't know if he even has it, guys. So we are just going to honestly cycle an Earthquake. Let's do it. Let's cycle an Earthquake, guys. It's free tower damage. We'll try and get that damage right in there easy for us. We'll also go ahead and Snowball. Why not, right? We're chipping up his tower a good amount here. That is a lot of damage. Let's go ahead, just go with our Tesla, and then we can 100% Valkyrie this if he decides to go the Flying Machine or something. But honestly, I'm feeling very confident with this. We're going to go ahead and Electro Wizard this just to obviously help slow things down. And overall here, the Electro Wizard will move up. We can go with a Mega Minion right over top, which will get a lot of value. And I don't think, obviously, our left tower is taking hits over there, but I don't think he's going to be in a great spot to deal with all of this, right? He's going to go with his Royal Recruits. In the back, it looks like, guys, that is going to be a lot of damage from our Hog Rider. Let's go ahead and Earthquake just to slow these Royal Recruits down so they can't kill the Hog Rider as quickly. And guys, we do get the lead there. And if we can get a couple more pushes like that, you can see the synergy of this deck going to be pulling through for us. Let's go ahead and Electro Wizard. We'll take down that entire Flying Machine. We'll go ahead and pull these Royal Recruits in with the Skeletons as well as protect our Electro Wizard. We have the Valkyrie for the Royal Hogs. So even though this is not going to be the necessarily easiest, freest game in the world, we definitely have what it takes in order to win this matchup. Let's go ahead and Earthquake this. Will not only tag up his tower, but it'll open up that cage for us so we can take everything down. Let's go ahead and Snowball here. Let's go ahead and Electro Wizard, and we should be sitting in a very good spot. I really want him to use his Royal Hogs here because we do have the Valkyrie and a bunch of answers. Let's go ahead and get the Valkyrie down. We have the Mega Minion for this Flying Machine, and guys, he has no chance here. I mean, the Tesla's getting hit up very, very much, but the Mega Minion over top is going to aid a ton, and all we're doing right now is just controlling this match by defending and then slowly Earthquaking him down. He is going to have a major issue if he cannot connect onto our tower. Let's go ahead and Snowball that. Let's go ahead and see what else he has in store, guys. We're going to go ahead and Valkyrie this to kill absolutely everything, and we see the Royal Hogs finally come down again. Let's go ahead and get our Skeletons down. The Valkyrie gets hit up quite significantly. We're going to go ahead and Snowball that, guys. If things get a little bit crazy here, we 100% can just Electro Wizard this Flying Machine. No problems there. Our right side tower is getting hit up, though. We do have to keep that in mind. We can go with our Hog Rider and our Earthquake to take down anything he might place in terms of Goblin Cage. There it is. We'll go ahead and Earthquake it, guys. The Zappies come down. Our Hog Rider's walking away. Sadly, the Zappy does hit it there, but we do get at least one hit there. 2 hits. That's huge. That is absolutely huge, guys. That is going to be game over for our mans. Let's go ahead and just distract, and then we will be able to Earthquake and get the win here, I believe. Yeah, 70 times 3. That is going to be enough with the Snowball, so we should be in a great position, guys. Let's go ahead, say GG's. It was a lot closer than it should have been, but hey, we get it done. Just knowing how much damage your spells can do can sometimes make all the difference. We didn't even necessarily defend very clean there, but we were able to get it done with Arena Arena 12, deck number 1. Deck number 1 here, guys, you see just absolutely crushing the opponent, and the Valkyrie alongside the Hog Rider is a great win condition. Now, if we had the Royal delivery in there instead of the Electros, we would have had an easier time dealing with all of those Royal recruits, but nonetheless, the Valkyrie and the Tesla with the Mega Minions aid from the air was enough splash damage to absolutely crush and take home the win. Deck number 2 of 3 today is this Pekka Prince bait deck. This is probably my favorite of the day because it's so much fun to use and it's also incredibly strong. If you're struggling with Mega Knights, do not fear. The Pekka, the Bats, and the Prince can 100% shut down any Mega Knight you might face, as well as if they have a Mother Witch, that would normally destroy this deck, but you're going to want to save your Fireball for the Mother Witch, so then your units that are super swarmy can get a bunch of value. Anyways, let's load up, get into our match number 2 here, and crush once again. Guys, when I say this deck is fun, I mean it. This deck is so much fun to play with because you can apply constant pressure, as well as you have those 2 tanks of being the Prince and Pekka to always defend. So it's a really strong deck. I think this deck is extremely underrated, and a lot of times your opponent will not expect the Pekka. So right here, guys, the Skeleton Barrel is only 3 elixir, and it puts on so much pressure here. You're seeing he's forced to log. Now we can go with our Dark Goblin at the bridge and even Goblin Barrel. Let's go. A Knight comes down. If he goes with a Goblin Barrel of his own, that'd be very well played, but it looks like our Prince will charge up here. He's going with the Expo. Wow, guys, we see an Expo. Let's go ahead and Goblin Barrel the front here. I'm really curious to see what he might have in store. It's looking like potentially Ice Bow. These Goblins will get a good amount of damage off, and we do have our Pekka, of course, to get a lot of value. And guys, Expo is certainly something you might see in Arena 12, so let's go ahead, keep on playing safe, and try and cycle back to our Skeleton Barrel to just keep on the pressure. Obviously, he might have Tesla, most likely, if this is the deck I'm thinking of, and he will not be able to get the Tesla down. He's probably going to log this, in which case, guys, we can once again just go with the Dark Goblin. He's forced to spend a lot of elixir here. If he does try and Expo something, I mean, we can just Pekka, we can Prince, we have Bats. We have so many answers that I'm feeling very confident with this, guys. So let's go ahead and just split up some Bats in the back. We want to be a little bit proactive here. We got to be very careful, of course, and when you're playing against Expo, just a play style thing to know is to obviously play slow. Make sure you have enough elixir to, of course, deal with that Expo, because things will get crazy if you do not have the adequate elixir. We do zap there, not because I was a good zap, but because I was really worried he was going to go with some skeletons. So there is the Expo. Let's go ahead and just Pekka that, guys. The Pekka is going to walk up here alongside the Dark Goblin and absolutely kill everything. I mean, he can try and stop it, but he knows he's not going to be able to stop the Pekka there. Sadly, the Dark Goblin dies, but we're going to reinforce this push with some Bats to make him spend even more elixir here. As you see, the Tesla is shredding this Pekka's HP, and overall, we have a very good lead here against Expo, and if he goes with another Expo here, we can just Prince and Skeleton Barrel right on top of it. He's not going to be able to get the Goblin Barrel and Skeleton Barrel, if placed correctly, on his tower. So let's go ahead and go with all of this. We'll push up. We'll see what we can do. The Goblin Barrel is probably going to get logged here, or the Ice Wizard comes down. No, he has NATO. That actually would have hurt pretty badly if he was able to get that King Tower activation, but we are going to be sitting in a decent spot here, guys. Let's go ahead and Prince this. If this Expo locks on, another thing to note is you can 100% zap this Expo to make sure that it does not be a problem, guys. So let's go ahead, go with a NATO there. He goes with a NATO. We have the Pekka just tanking for everything. The Bats, the Skeletons. It's going to overwhelm this Expo. We can go ahead and Fireball this. Excellent Fireball here. Going to take everything down. We have once again another Goblin Barrel. That Skeleton, guys, is going to do some work here. He's going to be forced to log this, but he doesn't have it in cycle. That is going to be a very well played and a really strong showcase of how this deck works. Let's go ahead and go with another Pekka. Let's go with another Skeleton Barrel over top. There's just nothing he can do. As you see here, we're completely shutting him down, and that is over for game number 2, match number 2, guys. Deck number 2. That is an awesome match. You see there really wasn't anything he could do in terms of breaking through. The log bait in this deck is really strong because they'll want to log back your Prince, they'll want to log back your Skeleton Barrel, Goblin Barrel, or even zap your Bats. So after you bait out all their spells, you'll be able to really counter push and absolutely destroy their towers. Deck number 3, the final one of the day, is a Golem Beatdown deck. Now this one's probably the strongest of the 3 today, but it is also the hardest to use because if you're not playing this one right, you're going to be in a very rough spot. So you have the Electro Dragon and Lightning to absolutely decimate anything they might place for your Golem. E-Barbs as your tank buster, they're going to be absolutely excellent. The arrows to kill any sort of swarm, the Bats, the Bomber, and the Mega Minion to help on defense, and then the Electro Dragon to aid your Golem once again for that zap value, and of course they can be really pesky to take down. So the Golem deck here, we're going against Party, guys, for match number 3, the final one of the day. Let's go ahead and go the Golem first play. We see the Barbell come down, honestly not bad, and we'll see if he does want to push up even further, but guys, we see the Goblin Cage. This is going to be interesting. When you're going with a Golem Elite Barbs alone, it can be very risky because if they have any sort of skeleton army, you're going to be absolutely taken down. down, but we will probably, yeah, let's go ahead and assume that this is going to be fireball bait. So we will 100% go with our Electro Dragon and our Mega Minion, maybe potentially trying to bait out an Electro Spirit. I really want him to use an Electro Spirit, guys. So this Golem here is moving up, tanking beautifully. Let's go ahead and just bomber these, actually. We don't want the right tower taking a bunch of hits, and we now know that he definitely is using fireball bait. So the fireball comes down there. Let's go ahead and go with our elite barbs. I think this push might actually be really successful. If he's not careful, guys, this push is going to decimate his tower. The Electro Spirit does come down. It will do a great job of shocking those E-barbs, but it looks like they might connect. They will. He's trying to go with Zappies to save his tower, and honestly, he does get them down, but look at how much damage he took. That is so good for us. Let's go ahead and go for a Bats, and then if he goes with his if he goes with his Royal Hogs, I think we might ignore or go with our Electro Dragon. So I think we have some options here. He's definitely going to go with his Royal Hogs sometime soon. So we're cycling to make sure we can get to our bomber if he does go with the Royal Hogs opposite lane. I'm assuming he might try to, but we will have to wait and find out. Let's go ahead, go with our lightning right here. We want to just to get this down and then obviously allow our Electro Dragon to keep going up, and that is really good for us, guys. He just wasted 4 elixir. That is going to get completely taken down. We'll be able to bomber and Mega Minion these Royal Hogs, so there is straight up nothing he can do here. We gave him some pretty solid fireball there on the right side, fireball value, sorry, but he's not going to take it, and as you see here, he's forced out a bunch of elixir defensively once again. Barbarian will get taken down, and now our Electro Dragon will further kill his entire tower. Mega Minion almost swings on that flying machine. That would have been excellent for us. Doesn't happen though, and we are going to go with a Golem in the back, guys. If he goes with anything crazy defensively or even offensively, we have answers once again. He's going with the Royal Recruits. Let's go ahead and get ready to go here with an Electro Dragon. We have a bomber for the right side. He could fireball and absolutely crush our bomber, so we do have to be very careful about that. Let's go ahead and go with that. Let's go ahead and split up some E-barbs, and let's also split up some bats. We have so much split lane pressure going on right now. We'll also be able to fireball all of this here to hopefully kill these Zappies, guys. Let's move up here. The E-barb's doing work. He's maybe going to go with something to try and help. I don't know. This Golem's moving up, and he is not going to stop this thing anytime soon. The Electro Dragons, the Mega Minion, and the Golemites, they're all going to be putting on a ton of pressure. You'll see here the Electro Dragon has not been dealt with. He's forced to fireball, and we will also go ahead and lightning this guy's taking down the entire Goblin Brawler there. The Golemite dies. The Mega Minion's tanking, and it takes the tower. He's going to obviously try and push up with Royal Hogs or not even try, but that is game over for match number 3. One more final victory there, and that was an awesome match, guys. So as you see here, I mean, these decks are pretty straightforward and easy to use. We just got 3 easy wins right there. As you see, once again, the Golem Beatdown deck just overpowering the opponent, and that was a very meta deck. The Fireball Bait can be a very strong deck, but the Bomber getting a lot of value in that matchup, and overall building up massive pushes and crushing him with the value of the stuff behind the Golem. Deck number 1 was once again the Valkyrie Hog Rider Earthquake deck. Deck number 2 was the Pekka Prince Bait, and deck number 3 was the Golem Beatdown deck. So all 3 decks will be linked down below for you guys to copy, and I hope you did all enjoy today's video. So thank you all so much for watching today. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Master Diddy san out.